means that envelope generator 2 can be used to produce changes in volume over a selected duration. Additional details for envelope generator 2 will be covered in part 2. First, let's set the attack time to 0.
You're gonna get that thing, Schwee?
Any keystroke will instantly generate sound. Next, let's set the decay time to 0 as well. We'll set the sustain level to 10. Then we're going to set the release time to 0. This specifies the time it takes the sound to fade out after a key has been released. Now,
You're gonna get that moth, Schwee?
This parameter determines the time that the oscillator will be held open, even without your hands on the keys. We're going to set this to 0 as well. The basic setting for the envelope generator is known as organ type. Next, let's adjust the portamento knob. Portamento determines the amount of time it takes for one note to glide in pitch to the next note.
I have faith in you, Schwee. I know you can get it.
The MS-20 Mini provides 2 voltage-controlled oscillators, or VCOs for short. These are the sound generators. The VCO mixer controls the volumes for the 2 oscillators. The top knob controls VCO 1 level, which is the volume for the first oscillator, on the left. It's easiest to listen to one oscillator at a time when creating sounds. So, raise the VCO 1 level and cut the VCO 2 level all the way.
Gonna get it, Schwee?
Next, we'll select the VCO wave shape with the top knob. Then let's select the saw wave as the default. The third knob will enable you to switch between octaves. This setting only uses VCO 1 level from the VCO mixer, so at this point, VCO 2 will not be heard. Now, let's raise the volume of VCO 2. Now, let's select the wave shape of VCO 2 with the top knob, just like we did with VCO 1. Select the saw wave, just as we did for VCO 1, and set it to the same octave as the default setting. Sound that passed through the VCO mixer will now pass through the filter section.
Gonna get it, Schwee?
Filter sounds from the low frequencies upward.
You love my Schwee.
This filter not only cuts, but it can also emphasize the frequency range pre-selected by raising the peak knob for the cutoff frequency. Since this filter sounds from the low frequencies upward, the default uncut condition can be achieved by setting the cutoff frequency and peak to 0. This is the default setting. Sound that's passed through the high-pass filter will now pass through the low-pass filter. The low-pass filter is the opposite of the high-pass filter. It filters sounds from the high frequencies downward. The sound will be muffled, like this. This not only cuts, but it can also emphasize frequencies by raising resonance with the peak knob, producing distinctive synthesizer sounds.